Very special guest on the line with us. We're speaking to Debbie Campbell about a huge event that's coming up. Debbie, let us ask, first of all, how is your dad doing?
Well, he's still pretty much the same, very healthy, extremely healthy. I haven't seen him in a couple months. Hoping to get out there next month, and because I live in Arizona, of course, and Dad's in Nashville. So, yeah. But yeah, very healthy. I think he's going to be around a long time.
Debbie, you and I have never met, yet we have a tremendous amount in common that we're both children of a parent with Alzheimer's. My mom came down with it or developed it over the course of years, and the journey was long. I'm going to tell you, it was incredibly long, incredibly hard. To sit, 2 feet from someone that raised you, who was your best friend, who shared every memory with you, who shared all your joys and triumphs and failures, for them to look at you and not know who you are is one of the most debilitating things I've ever experienced in my life.
Yes, it is. It's very sad. I would just sit there with Dad, and usually when I walk in the past, he's remembered, there would be a gleam in his eye, and then he would go away for a little while, and then he'd come back. So you just sit and wait for those moments when they come back. Mm-hmm. For her.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Debbie.
No, that's okay.
I agree with you 100%. My mom, and I'll make this real quick, and I'll let Judy get on with it, because it is such a big event that's coming up, and I try to do everything in my power, being, having my mom be afflicted with such a horrific disease. I try to help out all I can. But my mother, about 6 months ago, she stopped talking. Her vocabulary finally dissipated and went away. And that was really painful to me, to go home every couple of weekends and sit with her in a nursing home and her not be able to speak. And about 2 weeks ago, I went home. She had started with hospice care. And I went home and I sit with her for about 4 days, 15 or 16 hours a day. And on a Thursday night, I was getting ready to go home and get some sleep because my back was broke. And I said, Mom, I'm going to go get some sleep. I don't know if you can hear me in there, but I said, I'm going to go get an hour or two sleep. And I said, don't you die on me till I get back. And I said, I love you. And my mother, as plain as the day is long, in my hand before Jesus Christ, looked at me and said, I love you too, son. That was the first word she had spoken in 6 months, and that was the last word she ever spoke. She passed away a few weeks ago. And, it was, but that gave me a little bit of hope right there, that the good Lord said, hey, you know what? Watch what I can do. And, he sent me that little wink down and said, for all the good times. And, I think you're going to need to hear this one more time. And, boy, it was really special. So I feel your pain, girl, I tell you.
Wow, making me cry.
I know. I get it. Listen, I'm there. That's why I say I don't know you. We've never had an opportunity to meet, but there is a relationship that you and I will share the rest of our life, because we're afflicted by such a horrific disease. You and I, parents, all of us, we work our whole life to create memories. We take pictures with our children. We do things. I read, you had just such a joy to be able to go out on the road with your dad and watch one of the most terrific guitar playing, singing fools that I've ever met in my life, in Glenn Campbell. And then one day, Alzheimer's takes all that away from you. And it's so unfair, so unfair.
I know. I fought for that relationship for so long, and now it's just, a memory in my mind. Anyway.
Oh, I know. And thank God that you and I have those memories, and
very blessed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
I can't imagine.
I got to know the man, not the celebrity, and I got to know my dad through our relationship of being out on the road together, and just the simple pleasures of life, and finding that we were so much alike in so many ways, and just now just to be able to hold his hand is just a joy,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's, I was so thankful to the good Lord that I was able to be there with my sweet mama when she called it a day, and, to just be able to hold her hand. I don't know about you, Deb, but I'm telling you one thing that I could say to people that are folks like you and I who are children of people with Alzheimer's is, as you watch the journey develop and process, and we see them slowly leaving us, is to get all the knowledge you can, learn about it, learn the different stages of it, and be able to develop patience with our parents to understand when they ask us the same question over and over, when they forget 3 minutes later. Because I really became short-tempered with my mom, probably because I was just mad. I was just mad. You know, I didn't want her to forget me. I didn't want her to forget she went to the bathroom. You know, I think the more I read about it and learned about it and was able to, you know, develop patience and just and walk the journey with her, you know, just hold her hand just like you do with your dad and I did with my mom. It really makes a difference if you get all the knowledge you can regarding the disease, I think.
Right. I know. I just wish I could be with him all the time. You know, I mean, I have a little different I have a different circumstances,
yeah,
you know, of course.
Absolutely.
And, but, you know, I'm there as much as I can. I remember the last time I saw him, the entertainment girl that works in the home that Dad was in before Tim took him out. She said, "Deb, we love your dad." And she said, "Give me a hug." She goes, "But we know nobody loves your dad more than you do," because they just saw the way that him and I were with each other and how I know what he needs more right before he even lets you know what he needs, you know, because we spent so much time together. We were just so in tune with each other, and it's just really hard. It's really hard.
Well, I know you're going to be here. I don't care if I have.
I'm walking on Saturday here in town for Alzheimer's. And funny, I just got a call 2 days ago. Tanya wants to come out and walk. So Tanya just joined, and she's going to come out and walk with our team.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, when you come to town here, I don't care if I have to cancel something or go sell a car to get the money to come. I'm going to be at the event. I try to be at all those, and I would love to say hey to you and give you a hug just on my behalf.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we do have that great event coming up. It's a tribute to Glenn Campbell, and it's going on coming up Saturday the 21st, Chateau d'Italia, and it's going to be a nice meal. And Debbie, you're going to be speaking, and it's going to be a great program from what I can tell.
Well, I sure hope so.
Yeah. Well,
I just speak from the heart. I'm not really like a speech giver or anything, and this will be one of my first times that I've come and actually, you know, spoke. Tony asked if I'd come and, you know, just be a part of the festivities. I said, sure. You know, I mean, I would do anything to help raise money and raise awareness for this horrible, horrible disease.
There you go. And, all the proceeds will go to the Cabell Huntington Hospital's Alzheimer's support group, and you can also do your donations, make those to the Cabell Huntington Hospital Senior Services.
Hey, on a positive note, before we let you run, Debbie, I'm just going to end it with this right here. I don't know if this will make you feel any better or not, but your dad, Lord have mercy, the influence he had on people like me. Clint, I'm sure, you know, me being in the music business for all these years and being a touring comedian and growing up with Glenn, that dude couldn't do nothing but saw the neck off a guitar and all them songs, Jimmy Webb. Oh, Lord. How blessed for us to have music from a man like Glenn Campbell. Good Lord.
Exactly. I know the people I've met that, you know, just they grew up with Dad because their parents watched him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He had some good hair, too. Had that good hair going.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Even now still. Crazy.
All right, you're a sweetheart, and I can't wait to meet you next weekend. And God bless you. Whatever you need from us, you have our number. And, you know, if you ever need me, not that I can help, Lord, I've been through it, and I'm going right along with you. I would be here for you in a minute. So you take care and let us know what you need, okay?
Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry about your mom.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. Have a great day, okay? We'll talk to you soon.
And remember, if you want more information, go to www.chateauditalia.com, or you can call 304-208-4525. Also, you can call Senior Services at Cabell Huntington Hospital, 304-527